I just dropped the ball. I mean, I ain't gonna beat myself up over it. It's life. It's part of the game. And shit, I made all the tough catches there, and then the easy one I had, I dropped. It is what it is. Trust the game. Ain't nobody else fault but mine.
You able to move on from this and obviously not let it weigh down on your shoulders too much?
That game over with. Ain't nothing I can do about it now.
Was it one of those where you just looked it in, or you?
I just dropped the ball.
Okay.
Ain't no teaching on it. Just catch the ball. It's simple.
Do you like that in that moment they go to you?
Yeah, for sure. I was calling for it, and when they put it in my hands, I got to make the guy play.
DeVonta, how did things change for you guys after Jalen was injured?
I mean, it was just going out there just playing our game. Going out there just executing no matter, who's in the quarterback. We all have to go out there and execute at high level. So when he came in, it didn't change our thought process as the receivers. We still got to go out there and win on our routes.
DeVonta, how did you think Kenny Pickett fared today?
He played good. I think he settled in well. I think he made the right reads and things like that. Just unfortunate I didn't make the last play.
Obviously, you guys don't get a ton of time with Kenny. Where do you think that rapport is?
Just continue to do it. Continue to get those reps and things like that. It's tough when you don't get them, but I mean, we're professionals. We're expected to go out there and get it done no matter what the circumstances are.
What was Nick's message in the locker room? Everything's kind of still in front of you. Was it that? Or?
We didn't play our ball. I mean, we shot ourselves in the foot, a lot of penalties and things like that. And at the end of the day, we still had a chance to win.
Have you gotten a chance to talk to Jalen?
Nah.
No.
Thank you, DeVonta.
Thank you.
You guys knew it was going to be a tough game, division matchup in December. What do you think were some of the biggest contributors to not coming out on top today?
Self-inflicted. A lot of those today. It was times we didn't keep our emotion. I'm talking about on offense. I don't know what happened on defense, but just self-inflicted.
Why do you think that was?
Intensity of the game. When you getting challenged and somebody, talking they talk, hitting you after the play, you gonna fire back. I would want you to fire back. I don't want you to just get hit on and say, be a bully. But we just got to do it within the rules and within the play. So that's all.
What changed when Jalen went out and Kenny came in?
They're two different players. Kenny was just trying to get situated and get his feet up on him. He haven't played all year, and I just think it was just a little different. But he was just trying to calm down and get comfortable, and he did at times, and sometimes he got rattled. There's a lot going on. There was pressuring him a lot. Changing looks up, and I feel like he did well. I feel like he did well to handle everything. Not playing a single game in the most intense game, and they throwing everything at you. So.
We talked about the difficulty of the quarterback coming in kind of cold, but what's it like for you guys catching a guy you never catch? When you catch in practice?
Yeah, I mean it's a little different because you're on the fly. And you got to make the moment count. So that's about it.
Did you find they were trying to take away Saquon even more than
Yeah, of course. Yeah, they was trying to stop the run. Saquon got going really, really early, and they started loading the box and, forced us to throw the ball and went on one-on-ones on the outside. So.
AJ, what do you think clicked early when Kenny came in? You had those 3 completions. Were able to finish that second drive.
On the score?
Kenny, that first quarter drive. You were able to catch those 3 passes.
Yeah.
Finish it because you don't have a lot of time with them. How did that connect so early?
I'm talking to everybody. I'm talking to all the quarterbacks, honestly. Just trying to get an understanding of how he may see it. I used to sit by Kenny and talk to Kenny about the game. So when we came in the game, we were just really trying to get on the same page. And then when we practice, we continue to talk. It's not like I'm just talking to one all the time. I try to talk to all my QBs.
You mentioned a lot of self-inflicted wounds. Obviously, there's no moral victory, but I'm assuming when you guys kind of look back on this, you'll still be confident that you can go out and do the things that you guys do to get wins all season.
Absolutely. That was one of the things I just said to the team. Nobody's in here better not lose no confidence. You don't let hard times humble you. It's not even a hard time. This is stuff you can control. Life happens, and you're not going to get everything you want. And good thing we have another opportunity in front of us. Yes, you can let it fuel you. To me, I don't. Me personally, when the game is over, it's over. Even win or lose. So, I'm not attached to it with the emotion. You know, what fulfills me is the matchup and me competing at a high level. So
You had a nice moment with McLaurin after the game, got both of them over 1,000 yards today. How fun is it just competing against other wide receivers in this league?
I got a lot of love and respect for him.
Kind of saw it pre-snap that they were going to switch release, and it's just a really good throwing ball and got behind us. At the end of the day, you can point fingers at me if anybody's going to point fingers. Got to get everybody lined up and just communicate it better. So.
How much did the defense change without CJ out there?
Nothing changed. Nothing's going to change regardless. We're all in the same meetings. We all ask the same questions, and I thought Tristan did a really good job. Just when he went out, when CD went out, just went up to Tristan and said, "Hey, don't think, just play. Just have fun with it." So I thought he did a really good job.
Did he say anything to you guys after the second ejection or second
Who?
penalty? CJ.
Did he say anything?
Yeah, did he say anything to you guys about?
I mean, I'm not going to get it into detail. I didn't know. I'm going to have his back. He didn't say anything at all. I mean, I was right there. But, when you're on the hot spot, things happen. But at the end of the day, I had my dude's back. And next man up, whatever happens. So.
This and the recent success you've been having, how do you kind of take this as a one game, for instance, or how do you retain kind of what's happened today?
You lose all the time. NFL it's hard game to win in. So, but we got an L today. They played their ass off. They did what they needed to do to win. What we got to do is just move on to next week and focus on the Cowboys.
You normally defend long fields, not giving up explosive plays. Just in this game, what happened?
Sure, they executed it. They drafted a 5-star QB. That boy Jaden, really talented. And he showed it today, and he did what he needed to do to get the team the dub.
How difficult is it for a defense when he's able to kind of scramble and make some of those plays on his own?
You said that again, my bad.
How difficult is it as a defense when a quarterback like that starts to scramble and make those plays on his own?
Oh, yeah, it's very difficult. I feel like the league is changing with the quarterbacks. It ain't no more too many sitting in the pocket. It's more of a, that everybody's looking for a quarterback that can scramble. And, they got one. He's a very good scrambler. Been doing this since college, and he showed it today. He got me one time.
How did the defense, what was the move once CJ left the game?
Oh, next man up. That's a move for everybody, any position. Just like how quarterback was, Kenny was the next man up. We all believed in him, and I think he played a hell of a game. And we didn't come out with a dub, but I'll give my props to Kenny.
That ended up being a pretty chippy game. How do you make sure you guys stay on the right side of things when it is chippy?
Just don't get no penalties. That's it. We can't control the penalties. We can't control what the refs see because it's 22 people on the field. They looking at everybody, looking at this and that, but you just got to stay calm, stay composed out there, and move on to the next play. Yes, sir.
Did you see CJ after the game, and what was?
Oh yeah, I said, bro, you good, bro. It's football, bro. I don't know. That's pretty much it. Ain't really nothing too much to say. We just got to move on next week. I'm not for to bring up stuff like, hey, you shouldn't did this, shouldn't have did that. Nah, just move on. Yes, sir.
Your frustration level with your chance to clinch the division today, have the lead, and not quite be able to finish it out?
You said, huh?
Any frustration level associated with that, having the lead, chance to clinch the division, and not quite able to finish
I look frustrated. Nah, I ain't frustrated at all, man. We're moving on to next week. Just like how it been in college, when you get to the playoffs, the record is 0-0. Just win and go home then. But we ain't worried about playoffs right now. We got the Cowboys coming up. That's what we worried about. That's it. Yes, sir. That's a big game.
Couple more. You and CJ play.
I'll get you next, my bad.
You and CJ are two guys that play with a lot of fire. So how do you know how far you can take it? Where the line is between playing with fire and making sure you don't get penalties.
When that flag on the air, that's how I know how far you could take it. When that flag on the air, that means you probably went overboard, and the refs believe that was a flag right there, and you just got to calm it down. Can't get another one, and that's pretty much it. Yeah. Yes, sir.
Last one.
Going back to the unnecessary penalty, what was going through your mind in that moment?
My mind?
Yeah. Yes.
I don't know. I guess they said that it's a very intense game, so they just decided to call that. I can't do nothing. I can't reverse time or nothing. I just got to go on to the next play. I think we got to fumble that drop too, so I don't really think it affected us that much, even though they got a first down off of it, I think. But, yeah.
All right. Thanks, everybody. Thank you, Jen.
Yep. We all know we wanted that one. We know we got to play better. We got to do better. We're doing a lot of uncharacteristic things as far as penalties and certain things that was going on out there. So we know we got to play better. But
we gonna use this to build on it. You know, we preach. It's time to practice what we preach now. As far as continue to get better, the way we handle adversity. This is adversity, so how we handle it and how we grow from it, and not only handle it but get better from it, is going to be a testament to this team, the players, and the coaches.
Did you see what happened? Did you see what happened with CJ's second on Sportsman call?
I did not. I was walking off. What happened?
You guys have defended long fields a lot this year.
Yeah.
Those 3 long drives, what went into those? Do you think?
I mean, it was. They credit to that team. They made some plays. We didn't make some plays. Sometimes we had to stop them. I mean, we had them on the 4th and 10 plus. Quarterback got out of there, ran. There's a lot of things we had to do. We had to stop them. We had them in 2nd and long, and then we gave them a first down from the penalty. Little things like that. So we just gotta make sure we do better. And I mean, do better. Do what we do. Not say do better, but just do what we do, what we've been doing.
It seems like there were plays that you feel like are given away, like y'all were in possession.
I mean, I gotta watch the film. Of course, there was a couple plays that went like that, but for the most part, I mean, they're a good team. They made some plays. We knew they was gonna make some plays. We knew it was gonna be a battle. But we know we gotta play better. We know we gotta execute better.
In a game that's really chippy like that, what's the key to making sure that it doesn't go over the line?
Oh man, if you ask me, we went a little bit too far over the line. As soon as we started getting penalties, start affecting drives and things like that. So the thing is, we know it's chippy. It's a division game. It's the top of the division game being this year, late in December. So we knew it would get chippy. We knew what kind of game it was going to be. We just got to kind of keep our composure as a team and as players.
How does the dynamic of the game change when Jalen exits?
I mean, that's an offensive thing. On defense, we just be ready when our number called. When every time we go out there, if it's out to a score, if it, or whatever, for them. So as a defense, we just kind of focus on what we got to do, and that's not letting the other team score points. So we got to do better at that.
There are a lot of penalties that I guess were seemingly in your control, between the unnecessary roughness penalties, improvement-like penalties, the too many men penalties.
Exactly.
How do you not cross the border into being undisciplined and making sure you don't push those things too far?
Yeah, I mean, you haven't seen that from us all year. So for you to see it this game, we kind of know what the problems were and what we got to get better at. So. And just that's it. You know, we know we can't have 12 men on the field. We know we can't get the personal fouls and little knick-knack penalties like that. It's like we just giving them yards. We shooting ourselves in the foot, so to speak.
Accountability is a big part of y'all's team. How do you think tomorrow's going to go?
We're gonna go exactly how you think it's gonna go. Like you said, accountability is a big part of our team. People gonna hold each other accountable, and people gonna hold themselves accountable everywhere, from the top to the bottom. Not just from the players, but coaches and everybody too.
You guys have been so good all year, stopping those long drives. What do you think happened on some of those today?
Some of it was self-inflicted penalties. We did a lot of stuff that hurt us today on the defensive side. Some miscommunications and stuff. Things we got to clean up, going forward.
How do you view that stuff? Because obviously you haven't done that for most of the year. Is it easily corrected?
Yeah, we just got to go back to practice and fix those things. When we're in those positions in practice, communicate, talk through things in the meeting room too. We got to talk through those things. And the biggest thing is, just the penalties against us. We just got to be better in that aspect. Not give them free yards.
It's obviously kind of a chippy game. You're trying to play on a line. How do you make sure that as a team you don't go over it a few times?
Yeah, I mean, I guess, I don't know, you just got to keep her cool. Obviously, I guess we crossed that line more than they did, I guess. So it's basically just keep our cool.
Did you see what happened on CJ's second one?
No, I didn't. I was I think that was after the fumble recovery. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I didn't see what happened. No.
The fumbles you guys forced, though, you finally got your first one. What was going right there?
Yeah, just us attacking the ball. Attacking the ball when we had the chance. when guys are held up in a pile, trying to take a shot at the ball, get it out, or just punching the ball in our tackles. I thought we did a good job of taking the ball away today. Yeah.
Cooper, from your vantage point, anything Jane Daniels adjusted from the first time you guys played?
He played well. He played really well. We just gotta. I'd have to watch the tape back again. But he played well. Credit to them. They played well as a unit on offense.
As a rookie playing in these high intensity, high motion games, what do you kind of learn from that? That's going to help you later on and into these playoffs.
Yeah, you just gotta. There's going to be highs and lows in the game. You gotta stay even keeled throughout the whole game. You can't get too high, can't get too low. When things aren't going your way, you gotta find a way to go out there and put your foot down and get a stop on defense. When things are going your way, you just gotta keep rolling, keep the momentum going. Out there on defense.
Thank you.
Thanks. The points matter rather than me take a risk, so kind of didn't throw it and just try to play smart football and take the points.
Once Jalen exits the game, does the way you play offense change in terms of you have a lead at that point, protecting the lead?
If he's our starting quarterback. Everything that we do is kind of and what he's able to do. The reason why we've been super successful. But at the end of the day, Kenny came in and did a really good job. We just didn't get the job done. There's one player here, one player there. That's football. It'll be a whole different conversation. So obviously, yes, losing Jalen definitely hurt us, but I don't believe in moral victories. But definitely want to give a shout out to Kenny. I think he did a really good job coming in, handling the situation, and put us in a position to win a football game.
How differently did they play after Jalen's injury?
They were kind of loading the box. We get it each week. The dynamic of Jalen definitely helps, though. But it kind of, in our situation, a lot of things that we do in our run game is designed with Jalen. So if it's kind of hard to continue to run the same stuff when he's not in there. So we had to adjust. They did a really good job. We just didn't make the plays that we needed to play, that we needed to make.
On your long touchdown run, what looks did the defense give you that you were able to break that one?
We blocked it up perfect. I think literally perfect. I don't think you could block up any better than that. I think I did a really good job of trying to be patient on the play, and following CJ and reading his block, and I was able to get inside, and I tried to just get vertical and use my speed, and we were able to do that.
You obviously had a drop earlier this year that was in a kind of a similar situation to DeVonta. Any words for him about just moving past it?
I don't need to get words for Smitty. Smitty's a hell of a player. Again, it's you as athletes and wanting to be great. He's probably going to try to put the responsibility on himself, and even in that moment, I was in the lane. I put the responsibility on myself, but in reality, it's a team game, and there's a lot of plays that every single body could have made, whether it's offense, whether it's defense, whether it's special team, and he knows we got his back. And we're going to just move on and get ready for Dallas and finish the season off strong.
Thank you, man.